to sing along with us. Lai, lai. Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom.
It is wonderful to be with everyone this evening. Again, we are delighted to have our in-person congregation, to have all of you who are at home, whether you're watching on our website or Facebook or YouTube or on Community Access Television. We are all one community as we worship together on this beautiful Shabbat evening. This is our I don't know how many weeks now we've had folks joining us in person outside. Again, we'll be going into the sanctuary in May, although if the weather stays this gorgeous, you're going to have to pull me there. For those who don't know, we are sitting outside in distanced pods, kind of based on who you'd be able to be in a home together with. And Rabbi Bernholtz, we're delighted, is here tonight. He told me that he actually parked 6 feet away from the next car just to be safe. He said it was because he couldn't see and wanted to make sure he was parking safely, but doing everything we can to make sure that we are still being careful. Anyone who has the opportunity to be vaccinated and hasn't taken that opportunity yet, we know that it is our Jewish obligation not just to take care of our own bodies and our own health, but that of our community. And this is a way that we're able to do both in 1 or 2 shots. So make sure that you are doing so. I'm joined, of course, by Cantor Canizaro, Robert Jarash, our accompanist. Jan and Mark are helping us out, making sure that our stream is working and that the sound is working. Thank you to you guys. We really could not do it without you. Rabbi Weiss had a big birthday yesterday and is celebrating Shabbat tonight at home on Zoom with his family. And Rabbi Weiss, we wish you a happy birthday and a Shabbat Shalom, and look forward to having you back with us next week. So with that said, if you are at home, I hope that you have Shabbat candles and Kiddush ready to go. If not, of course, you can use ours as we offer our blessings together.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kiddushanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu lehadlik ner shel Shabbat. Amen. And now I'm going to invite you to get your Kiddush cup. And if it's ready to go, let us join together in our Kiddush. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam borei peri hagafen. Amen. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kiddushanu b'mitzvotav v'ratzavanu b'shabbat kodsho be'ahava uvra רצון הנחילנו, זיכרון למעשה וראשית, כי הוא יום תחילה למקראי קודש, זכר לציאת מצרים, כי באנו בחרת ואותנו קידשת מכל העמים, ושבת קודשך באהבה ורצון הנחלתנו. ברוך אתה אדוני מקדש השבת, אמן לחיים. And now we're going to join together in our opening song, Hine Ma Tov. How wonderful it is, how sweet it is that all of us, especially today, are able to be together. Hine Ma Tov u'manayim shevet achim gam yachad. Hine Ma Tov u'manayim shevet achim gam yachad. How good it is,
How good it is,
how sweet it is,
how sweet it is
to be together on this day. How good it is,
how good it is,
how sweet it is,
how sweet it is
to be together on this day. Hine Ma Tov u'manayim shevet achim gam yachad. Hine Ma Tov u'manayim shevet achim gam yachad. Shalom Aleichem, Shalom Aleikum, Shalom Aleichem, Shalom Aleikum, Shalom Aleichem, Shalom Aleikum, Shalom Aleichem, Shalom Aleikum. How good it is,
how good it is,
how sweet it is,
how sweet it is
be together on this day. How good it is,
how good it is,
how sweet it is,
how sweet it is to
be together on this day. Hine Ma Tov u'manayim shevet achim gam yachad. Hine Ma Tov u'manayim shevet achim gam yachad.
God, help us now to make this a new Shabbat. After noise, we seek quiet. After crowds of indifferent strangers, we seek to touch those we love. After concentration on work and responsibility, we seek freedom to meditate, to listen to our inward selves. We open our eyes to the hidden beauties and the infinite possibilities in the world you are creating. We break open the gates of the reservoirs of goodness and kindness in ourselves and in others. We reach toward one holy, perfect moment of Shabbat. Throughout our service, there will be several times where we ask the congregation to rise. If it's difficult for you to stand physically, if you're at home and just not feeling that physical standing, that's okay. We know that you will rise in your hearts even as you remain in your seats. But for those who are able and comfortable, we ask that you rise at this time.
Am I Am I awake? Am I prepared? La 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 la, 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 la 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 la.
Praise to you, Adonai, our God, from whom the evening flows. Feel free to read with me. Your wisdom sets the way on which time and season glide. Your breath guides the sail of the stars. Creator of the tide of time and light, you guide the current of day into night. As heaven spans to infinity, you set its course for eternity. Baruch atah Adonai, Hama'ariv Aravim. Blessed are you, Adonai, who brings on the evening.
Seated. We now join together in chanting Ve'ahavta. Ve'ahavta et Adonai Elohecha b'chol levavecha u'b'chol nafshecha u'b'chol me'odecha ve'hayu hadvarim ha'eleh Asher Anochi Mitzavecha Hayom Alevavecha Veshinantam Levanecha Vidibarta Bam Beshivtecha Beveitecha Ubelechtecha Vaderech Ubeshochbecha Ubekumecha Ukshartam leot al yadecha, vehayu letotafot beineinecha, uchtavtam al mezuzot beitecha, uvisharecha, leman tizkeru, va'asitem et kol mitzvotai, v'item kedoshim le'Elohechem. Ani Adonai Elohechem Asher hotzeiti etchem me'eretz Mitzrayim liot lachem le'Elohim Ani Adonai Elohechem.
read responsively. In a world torn by violence and pain, a world far from wholeness and peace, give us the courage to say, Adonai, there is one God in heaven and earth.
The high heavens declare your glory. May earth reveal your justice and love.
From bondage in Egypt we were delivered. At Sinai we bound ourselves to your way.
Inspired by prophets and instructed by sages, time and again we overcame oppressive forces.
Though our failings are many and our faults are great, it has been our glory to bear witness to our God, keeping alive in dark ages your vision of a world redeemed.
Let us continue to work for the day when the nations will be one and at peace. Then shall we rejoice as Israel did, singing on the shores of the sea. מי כמוך באלים אדוני, מי כמוך נדר הקודש, מי כמוך באלים אדוני, מי כמוך נדר הקודש. נורא דיבון נושא כלב, נורא דיבון נושא כלב, אדוני ימלוך לעולם ועד. מעבודך ראו בניך, בוקע ים לפני משה ומרים, זה אלי אנו ואמרו, זה אלי אנו ואמרו, אדוני ימלוך לעולם ועד. מי כמוך באלים אדוני, מי כמוך נדר בקודש, מי כמוך באלים אדוני, מי כמוך נדר בקודש. נורא דיבון עושה פלא, נורא דיבון עושה פלא, אדוני ימלוך לעולם ועד. ונאמר כי פדה אדוני את יעקב, וגאלו מיד חזק ממנו. ברוך אתה אדוני, גאל ישראל.
Amen. And as we think about all the ways in which we continue to be vulnerable in today's world, we offer this prayer said every evening. I've shared this is the prayer that I sing with my children every night before bed. I'm going to miss bedtime tonight, but I think they're watching at home, so this counts. This is the prayer in which we ask God to watch over us, to give us a sukkah shlomecha, a sukkah of peace, knowing that the sukkah is vulnerable, but still provides that shade, provides that place to sleep, that place where we can know that even if just for a moment, we're safe. Ashkivenu Adonai Eloheinu L'shalom, L'shalom, Ve'ha'amidenu Shomreinu L'chaim, Ufros Aleinu Sukkot Shlomecha, Ufros Aleinu Sukkot Shlomecha. Amen. shelter us beneath thy wings, O Adonai. Guard us from all harmful things, O Adonai. Keep us safe throughout the night, till we wake with morning's light. Teach us, God, wrong from right. Amen. 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 Ashkivenu Adonai Eloheinu L'shalom, L'shalom. Ve'ha'amitenu Shomreinu L'chaim. Ufros aleinu Sukat Shlomecha, Ufros aleinu Sukat Shlomecha. Amen. We read together. The people of Israel shall keep Shabbat throughout the ages as a covenant for all time. It is a sign for all time between me and the people of Israel. For in 6 days Adonai made heaven and earth, and on the seventh day God ceased from work and was refreshed.
Israel, Odi le'olam, Odi le'olam. V'shamru b'nei Yisrael et HaShabbat, la'asot et HaShabbat, le'godotam b'ridolam. Ki sheshet yamim asa Adonai, asa Adonai et hashamayim ve'et haaretz. V'shamru b'nei Yisrael et hashabat, la'asot et hashabat, le'dodotam b'ridolam. Ubayom hashvi'i, Shabbat vayinafash, Shabbat vayinafash. V'shamru b'nei Yisrael et HaShabbat, la'asot et HaShabbat, le'dodotam b'ridolam.
We rise now, if you're able and comfortable, as we continue with the Amidah.
Adonai sefatai tiftach ufi yagid tehilatecha. Adonai, open up my lips that my mouth may declare your praise. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu, Ve'Elohei Avotenu ve'Imotenu, Elohei Avraham, Elohei Yitzchak, Ve'Elohei Yaakov, Elohei Sarah, Elohei Rivka, Elohei Rachel, Ve'Elohei Leah, Ha'el Hagadol, Hagibor v'Hanora, El Elyon, Gomel Chasadim Tovim, V'Konei Hakol, V'Zocher Chasdei Avot V'Imahot, U'Mevi Geula Livnei V'neihem, Lema'an Shemo Be'ahava, Melech Ozer U'Moshia U'Magen, Baruch atah Adonai, Magen Avraham ve'Ezrat Sarah. Atah gibor le'olam Adonai, Mechayeh hakol atah Rav lehoshia. Morid hatah, Mechalkel chayim bechesed, Mechayeh hakol berachamim rabim, Somech noflim verofei cholim, Umatir asurim, Umakayem emunato, Lishenei afar, Michamocha ba'al gevurot, Umido melach, Melech memit umechayeh, Umatzmiach Yeshua, V'ne'eman atah lehachayot hakol, Baruch atah Adonai, Mechayeh hakol. Atah kadosh v'shima hakadosh, Ukadoshim b'chol yom yahalelucha selah, Baruch atah Adonai, Ha'el HaKadosh. You may be seated.
For the blessings which you lavish upon us in forest and sea, in mountain and meadow, in rain and sun, we thank you. For the blessings you implant within us, joy and peace, meditation and laughter, we are grateful to you. For the blessings of friendship and love, of family and community, for blessings we ask of you and those we cannot ask. For the blessings you bestow upon us openly and those you give us in secret. For the blessings we recognize and those we fail to recognize. For the blessings of our tradition and of our holy days, for the blessings of return and forgiveness, of memory, of vision, and of hope. For all these blessings which surround us on every side, O God of the universe, hear our thanks and accept our gratitude. Baruch atah Adonai hatov shimcha ulecha na'el lehodot. Blessed are you, Adonai, your name is goodness, and you are worthy of thanksgiving. And as we continue with our prayer for peace, just like our prayer of gratitude, for the peace that we know we still need in the world, and perhaps for the peace that exists in the world, but that we fail to recognize, we offer thanks. Shalom Rav al Yisrael Amcha Tasim Le'olam. Shalom Rav al Yisrael Amcha Tasim Le'olam. Ki atah Melech Adon Lechol HaShalom. Ki atah Melech Adon Lechol HaShalom. Shalom Rav al Yisrael Shalom Rav al Yisrael Amcha Tasim Le'olam. Shalom Rav al Yisrael Amcha Tasim Le'olam. Tasim Le'olam. Tasim And now at this time in our service, we think of those in our midst, those of our loved ones, those in our community, and those in the wider world who are in need of healing. Even as we celebrate the vaccine and the progress we're making, we know that so many are still suffering from COVID and so many viruses that plague us as a people. We pray for strength for all those in need, strength for those who stand by them and support them, wisdom for those who care for them, as we pray for a refuah shlema, a full healing of body and spirit for each of them. We take a moment now to think of those for whom we each pray before joining together in a Misha Berach of healing. Now we pause each for our own moment of silent personal prayer. This week's Torah portion, Shmini, contains the 11th chapter of Leviticus, which gives us the laws of kashrut, keeping kosher. In it we read, "The Lord spoke to Moses and Aaron, saying to them, 'Speak to the Israelite people thus. These are the creatures that you may eat from among the land animals. Any animal that has true hoofs with clefts through the hooves, and that chews the cud,'" right? Animals that chew their food, swallow their food, regurgitate that swallowed food, chew it again, swallow it again. Glad it's not us. Those are the animals that you may eat. And it follows with a list of animals like the camel and the hare that chew their cud but do not have split hooves. But then we have the one animal that has split hooves but doesn't chew its cud, the pig. Wait, hold on. I'm getting a phone call. I wouldn't normally do this, but since I just started, I'm worried there might be a problem with the stream or with public access. Hold on. Oh no. Apparently the IRS needs my social security number in order to send me my most recent refund. That's really odd. I didn't get a refund this year. Oh, wait, now I'm getting a text. It's Netflix. Apparently, they're giving a free month to everyone because of COVID. All I have to do is click this strange-looking link. Oh, now I got an email. Oh, that's really odd. It's from me. And apparently, I need eBay gift cards in order to help congregants in need. That's funny. I don't remember emailing myself, and the email isn't even my address, but who am I to question such an email? All right, you probably figured out I did not just get a phone call, a text, or an email. But we've all gotten those calls, texts, and emails. And we're probably starting to get a whole lot more of them. I must have 50 cars for how many car warranties have expired. And the latest one I love because they say, your credit card company, Visa, MasterCard, or Discover, is on, works for everyone. But believe it or not, at least according to the rabbis of the Talmud, these scams have a lot in common with the pig. While there are many animals that are not permitted to eat, the pig, we know, gets more attention than any of them. And here's why. All of those other land animals that are not kosher, camels, rabbits, horses, whatever they are, whether or not they chew their cud, some do, some don't, but none of them have cloven hooves. So just by looking at the animal, you know that it's not kosher. But the pig looks kosher. While it does not chew its cud, it does have cloven hooves. And at least according to Rabbi Hizda in the Talmud, it is the only animal in existence that has cloven hooves but doesn't chew its cud. And Rabbi Hizda is so sure, he says that if you see an animal that you've never seen before, a brand new animal that has never existed, that is in no book, you do the Google photo thing and no result comes up. If it has cloven hooves, and if you're 100% sure that it's not a pig, you can eat the animal without doing any further checking. The pig is the only one there's ever been, the only one there ever will be, that has cloven hooves but doesn't chew its cud. Now, Genesis Rabbah, a 4th century collection of Midrash, is where we really start to see the rabbis not being so nice to the pig. They say that the pig who lies down and displays his cloven hooves as if to say, look at me, I'm ritually clean, is similar to the Romans, who we didn't like very much at the time. And the Romans, the rabbis say, said they ruled with law and order, but in reality pillaged those who were under their power. And the Sefer Schaarai Zedek of No Relation, a 16th century Kabbalist book, compares the pig to the tree of knowledge in the Garden of Eden, because it too appeared to be kosher, but was not. So now not only does the pig look kosher, it's pretending to be a kosher animal. It's the quintessential example of an imposter, like the fishing, vishing, and smishing. I never knew that's what they were called. Phishing is email, vishing is phone, and smishing is those fake texts. Just like those scams, the pig is trying to fool us into thinking that it is something it is not. And this, of course, is why those scams are so frustrating. Even if we know 99 out of 100 times that they're fake, that one that happens to be our bank that gets us, and we click the link before we realize what we've done. Now, first of all, I promise, if you ever get an email from me asking for eBay gift cards, and I know many of you have already, please know that it is not me. If I ever need an eBay gift card, I will call you, and I won't have a robotic voice. It will be me. And I also promise never to offer any of you a free month of Netflix. But if I were the rabbis, I would have put a different spin on this whole pig ordeal. And I guess lucky for me, I am one, so I can. Yes, the pig looks like something it isn't. But rather than blame the pig like the rabbis seem to do, we should use our discomfort as an opportunity to look at ourselves. We have to think about our own role when we're scammed. It's upon us to do research, to take the extra step of logging into our bank account rather than clicking the link in the email, to get to know someone before making assumptions about them, to make sure we know what lies beneath the surface in any given situation. We can be scammed when we look at others as well. This section of Torah is a beautiful teaching around the time of Yom HaShoah, Holocaust Remembrance Day, which we observed yesterday. It's a reminder that we can't judge a book by its cover. Yesterday, we remembered the victims of the Holocaust, and we're currently seeing the existence of bias and dangerous assumptions, seeing hatred based on race, sexuality, gender, nationality. It's plaguing our country, it's plaguing our world. We know far too well the danger of something being judged without fully understanding it. The pig has the potential to teach us that what we see on the outside is only a small part of the story. Literally, the pig teaches us that we have to look inside to learn one's true essence. A 19th century Lithuanian rabbi, Yisrael Salanter, makes an interesting observation. Only twice in the Torah are we commanded to not eat pork, yet every Jew knows that it's forbidden. But the Torah commands us many more times to refrain from gossip and hateful speech, yet many observant Jews do not sense that they're violating the Torah when they speak ill of others. Many Jews choose to eat pork, and many choose not to. But far too few of us think about the implications of our assumptions when we make judgments on others based on initial impressions, and the hurtful words and acts that we commit against others without fully understanding what lies beneath. And this reading also challenges us to think about who we appear to be and who we really are. While none of us, I hope, are sending scam emails, we too can appear to be something we're not. And even if our goal is not to trick someone, when our actions don't match the values we appear to espouse, it's time to check our own links to make sure that we are leaving the impact on the world we know we should be, even at those times when others can't see. We live in a world in which click here now dominates, but we must take time to understand what we're clicking, to look beneath the surface, and to understand before we act. On this Shabbat, may we strive to understand the other's authentic self, the uniqueness of each person's reality. And as we do, may we create our own authentic selves in a way that we can be kosher, that we can be fit to exist in God's world, and striving to create a world in which we can all trust one another and live together in peace, as we say, Amen. And now, as we are in that period of time between Passover and Shavuot, we count each evening the Omer. Traditionally, if you miss a night, you're done, but we're going to give everyone the benefit of the doubt. I'm not asking if you did it. We're going to go ahead and say the blessing and count. Feel free to say with me. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, asher kidshanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu al sfirat ha'omer. Blessed are you, Adonai, our God, sovereign of the universe, who sanctifies us with your commandments and commands us to count the Omer. Hayom shlosha asar yom shehem shavua echad b'shisha yamim la'omer. Today is 13 days, which is 1 week and 6 days of the Omer. And now, again, if you're able and comfortable, we rise as we continue with Aleinu.
Aleinu l'shabeach la'adon ha'kol, la'teit gedula li'otzer b'reshit, shelo asanu kigoyei ha'aratzot, velo samanu kemishpechot ha'adama, shelo sam chelpenu kahem, v'goralenu kechol hamonam, va'anachnu korim, u'mishtahavim u'modim, lifnei melech malchei hamlachim, hakadosh baruch hu, v'ne'emar v'haya Adonai l'melech al kol haaretz, v'yom hahu yiyeh Adonai echad, u'shemo echad.
You may be seated. There are stars up above so far away we only see their light long, long after the star itself is gone. And so it is with people that we loved. Their memories keep shining ever brightly, though their time with us is done. But the stars that light up the darkest night, these are the lights that guide us. As we live our days, these are the ways we remember. On this Shabbat, we remember those who have recently been laid to rest. Chris Hotch, Lee Oken, Gloria Barr, Evelyn Mayer, and to be laid to rest next week, Daniel Levin and Louis Cohen. We also remember those whose yahrzeit, the anniversary of whose passing, occurs at this time. Victoria Barnett, Aaron Bensonoff, Leo Bernstein, James Vaughn Blackburn, Edith Cohen, Adolph Curson, Donald Davis, Howard Epstein, Celia Fallis, Washington Falk, Beatrice Farber, Paul Finkelstein, Vicki Fleischman, Mabel K. Frank, Marvin Gardner, Samuel Gilden, Dan Goldman, Irving Goodman, Nathan I. Gordon, Norman Greenbaum, Edith Shapiro Greenberg, Fanny Greenberg, Sidney Herman, Phyllis Marie Hyman, Morton Ingram, George Bernard Carpe, Abraham Katz, Israel Zundel Kessler, Jules L. Nabel, Maurice Max Kornberg, Rebecca Kotler, Albert Levinson, Richard E. Loderhose, Annette B. Love, Harry Aaron Mackler, Wilhelmina N. Mackler, Ronald Meyer, Simon Marks, Florence Myers, Daniel Nesbitt, Irene Patch, William Prizer, Patricia Randall, Ben Safer, Milton Saunders, Nathan Shine, Hilda C. Schwartz, Shirley R. Schwartz, Gerald Seeley, Gloria Eichel Shear, Jacob Max Solomon, George Spector, Tibber Robert Stevens, Gene Sussman, Joel Tanner, Henry Bob R. Troner, Fernando Sardink Vinvela, Gregory Waxman, Ronnie Weiss, Rabbi David M. Zalonka. We remember those names mentioned along with all of those in our own lives who are no longer with us, who, though unmentioned, are always in our hearts. And as we do every Shabbat, but especially this week of Yom HaShoah, remembering the victims of the Holocaust and those who have no one to say Kaddish for them. As we rise as a community, those who are able, joining together in Kaddish Yatom, the mourner's Kaddish, thanking God for having shared such special lives with us. Yitgadal v'yitkadash shemei Rabbah, be'alma divra chirute v'amlich malchute, b'chayechon u'v'yomechon u'v'chaye dechol beit Yisrael, ba'agala u'v'zman kariv v'imru amen. Yehi shmei Rabbah mevarach leolam ulamei almaya. Yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yitpa'ar v'yitramam v'yitnaseh v'yithadar v'yitaleh v'yithalal shemei dekudasha barichu le'elam min kol birchata v'shirata tushbechata v'nechemata da'amiran be'alma v'imru amen. Yehi shalama rabba min shemaya v'chayim aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael ve'imru amen. Oseh shalom bimromav, hu ya'aseh shalom, aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael ve'imru amen. May the source of peace send peace to all who mourn and comfort to all who are bereaved, as we say together, amen. You may be seated. Just a few quick announcements after our service this evening. We hope that those who are with us will feel free to safely visit with one another. For those who are at home, we hope you'll join us on Zoom for our Zoom Oneg Shabbat starting as soon as we're able to get things started. So if you get on and it's not quite there yet, we'll be there soon. Tomorrow morning, I look forward to being able to study with many of you for Torah study. We'll be looking at Nadav and Avihu. It's more exciting than it sounds. On Monday, we are delighted to join with Sisterhood in honoring Cantor Canizaro. It is not too late to sign up for that, so make sure you check your email and the website to see how you can sign up if you haven't already. And next week on Thursday is our senior luncheon as we prepare for Yom HaAtzmaut, Israel's Independence Day. If you've heard of the photography project, The People of New York, there is a photographer in Israel who did The People of Tel Aviv. And we're going to be joined by him live from Israel as he shares not only his photography, but the story of putting it together. You do not have to be a senior to join us for our senior luncheon. Again, that will be on Zoom, and the information is on our website and in your email. So make sure you check all of those places to see all of the wonderful things that are happening. And again, signing up to attend our in-person services. We are asking for registration, but we're confident that we have room for anyone who wants to join us. So just follow that link. It's a safe link, I promise. And you'll add that information, and we'll make sure that you can join us next Friday night. So now we continue with our closing song,
Adon Olam, and I invite all of you to sing along with us.
Adon Olam Asher Malach B'terem Kol Yitzir Nivra Le'ed Nasa V'chertzo Bo Azai Melech Shemo Nikra Azai Melech Shemo Nikra Ve'acharei Kichlot HaKol Levado Yimlok Nora Ve'hu Haya Ve'hu Hover So I just learned that there is a tradition on the Shabbat after Passover to make a challah in the shape of a key, as you're thinking about all of the possibilities that lie ahead in the year ahead. So I didn't know that. I did not make a key-shaped challah. We don't even have a challah. But whatever it is that you're saying, Motzi, over as we move forward from our Passover celebrations, we think of all of the possibilities that lie ahead and the role that we have to play in making them possible as we sing. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, hamotzi lechem min haaretz. Amen. Adonai oz le'amo yitain, Adonai avarech et amo v'shalom. May God give strength unto this people, blessing this and all peoples, with the ability to be our true selves with one another. And may the light that shines from us be a light that leads to a world of peace, as we say.
Amen.
Shabbat shalom.
Shabbat shalom.